Welcome back. If you are hoping for a destination wedding in 2021 or a family vacation perhaps, experts expect leisure travel to pick up again, and of course using a travel agent is a must. Nancy Finn is the owner of Island Getaways. She specializes in destination weddings, honeymoons, and family vacations too. Good morning to you, Nancy.
Good morning. How do you like my backdrop? Wouldn't you like to be there?
I was just gonna say, I wasn't sure if you were actually there, but yeah, that looks
I wish.
pretty fantastic with all the snow we're having. It's great to see you. Let's talk a little bit about your business, what you do, and how you got started.
I've been in business. Island Getaways has been in business for 20 years now. We specialize in destination weddings and honeymoons. Also, as you said before, family vacations, girls' getaways. We are one of the top agents worldwide for Sandals and Beaches resorts. So we really have a lot of, I would say we know all the people in all the different resorts. So what we do is we VIP everybody at the resort, make sure they have the best room location. We have connections with everybody at the resort, so you're not just going in there blindly. Our services are free, actually. Doesn't cost you any more to use us than to book online. So you've got me to guide you through everything that you need to do. We set up your excursions for you. We recommend things to do, what not to do. We just make sure everything is flawless for your trips.
Yeah, you certainly do, Nancy. And I don't know if you remember, but a couple of years ago, you helped me with a vacation. And it's true, you know the people. And so you were in touch with them before we got there. And I knew that if anything went wrong, if we needed anything, we could reach out to you. And that's just such a big deal to know that the person that you're working with, especially if you're going, quite a ways out of town or even to a different country, to know that you know the people there.
Right. That makes a big difference. And I just don't leave you hanging. I work with, like, say, my brides up to a year and a half. So we help them with everything. We help them with their wedding guests. We tailor to whatever the guests want to stay, how many nights they want to stay. So there's really a lot of inside work that we do that people really don't realize what we're doing.
Why are you a fan of Sandals and Beaches?
Sandals and Beaches have been my heartfelt resort to go to for 20 years. The suites are amazing. The staff is outstanding. There's no tipping. A lot of the excursions, especially if there's a promotion going on, are included. There's just so many cool things about the rooms. They're so unique, like the overwater bungalows. I just got back from Sandals South Coast and saw the new Rendezvous swim up suites. They're amazing. In fact, I was one of the first agents to view them worldwide to see these new suites. So just the suites are very unique. They always have my back. I just have the support and everything you can even imagine from Sandals and Beaches.
Well, and the fact that you've been to so many places too, that's another part of it that's huge. You've been there, so you know what to expect. You know what people might be interested in, so you can hook them up with the perfect destination. And speaking of destinations, why are you a fan of destination weddings, and why are so many couples choosing them?
Well, especially now with COVID, I thank the Lord that my brides and grooms had me for the COVID, starting from March on. I had to move a lot of weddings to 2021 because everything was shut down for a couple months. So they had the support for me to move them. I can't imagine what it would be if they had to do this by themselves. So.
Speaking of that, the fact that you had to move a lot of dates, is it safe to travel to the Caribbean, for example?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I have people going weekly. All of Sandals and Beaches properties have entry requirements to get into the island. So everything's pretty well safe. You have to have a COVID-19 test before you go. We go over all this stuff with you. And, everyone's practicing all the protocols for COVID. I was in Antigua in September, and I just returned from Sandals South Coast in Jamaica. And in 2 weeks, I go to Beaches, Turks and Caicos. So I'm kind of like checking everything out, making sure everything's cool. The protocol that they're doing, sanitizing, is all very safe. I feel very comfortable going, and so do my clients. I'm getting rave reviews from people returning from their trips.
I'm so glad to hear that, Nancy. And I want to talk about what's called this triple check cleaning system. We've been looking at video. It's pretty incredible when you read about and learn about what they're doing. For example, air ducts sanitized for each arrival. That's pretty incredible. I know they do things with carpets and flooring even. And then the showers, the walls, we saw a hot tub, we're looking at goggles. So things that you're doing on recreational stops too. Everything, it looks like, is vigorously cleaned.
Yes, honestly, I just even arriving, the way the protocol is for the cleanliness and everything, they take your temperature before you arrive. You just really feel safe, and you feel you feel confident that you can travel again. It's really a good feeling. It was so great when I went to Antigua in September. I felt like I was free again, because we were so cooped up for so many months.
I
But
know.
it was hard. It was hard.
It's really
But
hard, and it's
the
exciting.
strong survive, right?
I was going to say, yeah, it's exciting to talk about this. It's great to see that background behind you. I'm going to talk about your webinar now and make sure I share details about it. Thank you so much, Nancy, for joining us.
You're welcome. Great seeing you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, Nancy. Thanks again. And as I mentioned, Island Getaways is hosting a Caribbean Night webinar. That's happening next week on January 13th at 8 p.m. To RSVP, you can email info@myislandgetaways.com. You can also call this number, 262-781-1748. Start dreaming and planning today. Nancy's happy to hook you up with a great vacation.